Yo, this is Mike back with doing another video here. Just want to talk about the Samsung A51 5G. I had this phone. I got it not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that. So I had it about a week and some change. And this is the T-Mobile. Got it from the T-Mobile store. Interesting, you don't see no T-Mobile branding on the box anywhere. That's weird. Let me see. A51 5G. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, this is what comes in the box. Samsung right here. Boom. Got the phone right here. But cords, SIM card, T-Mobile. So told you from T-Mobile. That's who I'm with. Got your SIM ejection tool. You know. Now on the phone. First of all, if anybody wondering who this character is on the front of my phone, that's my girl King from King of Fighters, SNK. You know, I love Street Fighter, but King of Fighters is a better game. I mean, let's be honest. I love King of Fighters 97, 98, 99, King of Fighters 2000, King of Fighters 12 or 13. I remember that game was on the Xbox 360. I remember going back to the arcades back in the 2000s, in the early mid 2000s. There were still arcades around, and in the 90s, late 90s, and we used to play King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, them SNK games. We used to play them joints for money. You know what I'm saying? We used to play Street Fighter for money too. You know what I'm saying? But this is my favorite character off that game, King from King of Fighters. I used to kick ass with her. You know what I'm saying? And on here, there's another one of my favorite King of Fighter characters. I don't know, you can't see because the flash. Yuri. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, he's here. Giving you thumbs up right there. But enough about them. As you can see, the A51 has an in-screen fingerprint scanner that works really well. You know what I'm saying? It's fast. I haven't had any problems with it yet. You also got face unlock. The face unlock works excellent because the face unlock worked excellent on my Samsung A20, which doesn't work anymore because I got water in it. Something was leaking in my bag 2 weeks ago, and pulled my A20 out of my book bag, and it was all wet inside my speaking case. With my, water had got all in the speaking case and stuff like that. And the fucked up thing about it is my Samsung A20 had just got the Android 10 update from T-Mobile. You know what I'm saying? And when I first bought this phone, I thought it was just going to be a typical budget phone that wasn't going to be supported. But lo and behold, it ended up getting the Android 10 update. So I really like the Samsung A20. It had the speaking case on it and everything. You know what I'm saying? It looks stylish. I could get another one, a replacement one, but I'm not because I got, A51 5G. But I'm going to just keep this phone and just add it to my little phone collection that I got. But RIP to the Samsung A20. Still a good phone though. And if you can pick one up, if you're not trying to spend $500 on the A51 5G, and you can get your hands on the Samsung A20, I recommend it. You could probably find this phone. This phone costs $240. You could probably find it on Amazon for like, I don't know, 160, 180, something like that. And then if you're looking for, and it has all the same features as, Samsung phone, has good lock, Samsung theme store, all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 820, RIP to the 820. But as far as the A51 5G, they got the A71 5G also. That's $600. That comes with a Snapdragon 7 series processor. This comes with the A51 5G comes with an Exynos 980 processor, 6 gigs of RAM. If you get the unlocked version, I think you can get one that has 8 gigs of RAM. The A71 5G costs $600. It's a 6.7 inch display. This is a 6.5 inch display. I think the A71 5G has like a 64 megapixel camera. This has a 48 megapixel camera. So there's a couple of differences between the two, but all in all, pretty much the same phone. The Exynos 980 processor, you know, I don't even know that this is an Exynos processor. I mean, it runs smooth, 6 gigs of RAM. You know, I gamed on it with Call of Duty Mobile, no problems. You know, it has all the typical features of a Samsung phone. You know, you got your Samsung Galaxy Store, Galaxy themes, Good Lock. You know, you can do pretty much everything on this phone that you can do on a Samsung S20. You know what I'm saying? As far as the camera, I thought the camera on the A20 was pretty good, especially for that price range. The A20 also had a night mode, you know what I'm saying, and it had a wide angle mode. And I think the camera on the A51 5G is better than the A20. You know what I'm saying? So the camera is good, the video recording is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a camera snob, but mid-range phone right here, you know, the camera is real good. A20 for a budget phone, the camera was solid. You know what I'm saying? You know, I took some good pictures with this phone before. You know, I don't really take selfies. I take pictures of shit like the sky and nature and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just like that type of shit. And I thought the pictures came out pretty good on the A20. So the pictures on here, on the A51 5G, were real good. You know, Samsung's really been stepping their budget and their mid-range and budget phones up over the last 2 years. Because I remember when Samsung used to have garbage budget phones like them J series phones, like J3 and some of them other garbage phones they used to put out back in like 2015, 2016, 2017. You know what I'm saying? But they've really been stepping their game up. This phone, unlike the regular Samsung A51, the 5G version has a metal frame around it. So the regular A51 and the regular A71 don't have that. But the 5G variants of both those phones have a metal frame. So this has a metal frame around the side, but the back still has that glastic, you know what I'm saying, feel. But it feels just like plastic though. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you gave this to somebody, they wouldn't even know that this was plastic. They would think the back of it is glass. The phone has a lot of weight to it. Actually, this phone is heavier than my OnePlus 6T, which I'm recording on, and that's a glass back phone. You know what I'm saying? You know, partly to do because of the 4,500 milliamp hour battery in it. And speaking of the battery, even though it has that big of a battery life, the A20 has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and the A20 used to last me all day and some. You know what I'm saying? I could probably go a day and a half with the A20. Probably more. This phone, the battery life is, I'm gonna just say, not that. It's not what you would think. You know, you would think having a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, oh, this joint gonna last me like 2 days. No, that's not the case. You can get through a day. I seen some reviews where they said this phone and the A71 5G has like 5 hours of screen on time. And the reason that is because of the 5G. And I read somewhere on Reddit and a couple other sites saying that these 5G phones eat up a little bit more battery because they're constantly searching for the 5G towers or something like that. You can switch the 5G off. If you go to the network, you can switch it so where they got a setting where it could be like 5G, LTE, 4G, and 3G. Then you can switch it to where it's just LTE, 4G, and 3G, and then you can just switch it to LTE and 3G. You know what I'm saying? So I normally just leave it on LTE and 3G. You know what I'm saying? That way it just stay on 4G LTE. But when I do have it on 5G, it pretty much stays on 5G majority of the time. Sometimes it will switch automatically back to 4G LTE. But for the most part, I say about 90% of the time it stays on 5G. So it must be a lot of 5G towers around now. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they can fix. That's something that phones are eventually going to get better at. But for now, it seems like a lot of 5G phones kind of eat up a little bit more battery than what most people would like. But, you know, with the power saving mode, and they got the power saving mode has different levels. You got an aggressive level. Then you got a standard power saving mode. So you can get like a day's worth of battery in this joint. You know what I'm saying? But if you one of them people that like leaves everything on brightness and stuff, then your battery going to probably drain real quick. But who knows? Samsung might fix that with an update. You know what I'm saying? But this phone is running Android 10 straight out of the box. It's running the latest version of Samsung's user interface. It's not too much to say about this phone. I mean, it has basically all of your Samsung features that you know, that you love. You know, really, if you have a Samsung A20 and you go to an A51 5G, the user experience is exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? If you go from an A20 to a A51 5G, and if I had a Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, the user experience would be the same. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, going from an iPhone 11, to an iPhone, 11 Max or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same user experience. This one has the hole punch cut out right in the middle compared to the A20, which has the notch on the front. But I highly recommend this phone, man. I mean, for $500, this phone, I don't even see the purpose of getting a Samsung S20 or, the $1,000 Samsung phones. Maybe if you want the Note, I guess, because, it has the S Pen and all that. But, why get a Samsung S20 over this or A51 5G? You know what I'm saying? You can get this phone for $500 and save $500 or $400, you know what I'm saying, from getting the S20. You know what I'm saying? Or, you can get the A71 5G for $600 and save you like $400 or something. How much does the S20 cost? S20 plus, what, like a little over $1,000 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper now. Maybe you can get one for like $800, but I would still rather get this. The A51 5G. You know what I'm saying? Samsung has been killing it with the mid-range and the budget options. You know what I'm saying? OnePlus, and I love OnePlus. I'm recording this video on a OnePlus 6T. That's still going strong on Android 10. You know what I'm saying? The OnePlus camera got updated, and I got the Google Pixel 4 XL G Cam installed on this phone as well. But you know how OnePlus has their top of the line, their Pro series, then they got their, budget range, the T series. Now they got their no. Then they no. You know how OnePlus got their high price range with the Pro. Then they got their mid range with the T. Now they got their budget range with the OnePlus Nord. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that phone costs like $300 something like that. And to me, this is Samsung's answer to OnePlus's T series, because the 6T, when I bought it, it was like $499. It was either $499 or $599. I'm not sure. The 7T that came out last year, that was, I believe, $499 when it came out. You know what I'm saying? So Samsung is really stepping their game up in the mid-range game and in the budget range. You know, like the A20. You know what I'm saying? And I also got the Samsung A10. You know what I'm saying, from last year also. But I highly recommend this phone, man. I mean, the camera is real good. The the build quality is excellent. You know what I'm saying? The metal frame with this back material. You know, this phone is sturdy. USB Type-C, still has a headphone jack. You got your SIM tray up there. Man, this phone right here, this phone is a definite go. You know, maybe you could say you might want to wait until the A52 for 5G next year. Maybe they may work on the battery life or something a little better. But I think the battery life is good enough. It can last you a day. Also, the phone comes with a 15-watt charger. Oh, that's another thing. The A51 comes with I think a 24-watt charger. No, an 18-watt charger or a 24-watt charger. That phone charges a little faster than the A51. The A51's charger is a 15-watt charger. I think the A71 5G is a 24-watt charger. But man, the A51 5G is a definite go. You know, I highly recommend it. You know, all I'm doing now is just wait for some cases for it and rock out with this phone. I mean, this probably gonna be my last phone right here. I'm good. I got the A51 5G, the OnePlus 6T. Also got an LG G6 that's still going strong. You know what I'm saying? I love that phone, the LG G6. That's probably my favorite LG phone ever. But yeah, man, for $500, this phone is a definite go. And if you go to T-Mobile, if you with T-Mobile, you can get this phone for $21 a month. It is only $21 a month. The A71 5G is $25 a month. So, you know, that's good right there. It's not too expensive like the upper tier Galaxy phones that cost like 30 something a month or 40 something a month and stuff like that. So this phone is a definite go. And if you do buy this phone, get a case for it, because you're not going to want to fuck the back up or drop it and have nicks on it and stuff like that. You know, take care of this joint. This is Mike, and I'm out of here.